You may be seated. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wadsworth High School's Baccalaureate service. My name is Abigail Currens, and I am honored to stand before you today as one of your student body co-presidents to reflect on our journey and the future ahead. I would like to thank Mr. Tim Beck and the Wadsworth United Methodist Church for organizing this meaningful program tonight. Thank you to the class of 2025 for all the success and achievements you have worked hard to earn. It has been an inspiration to witness all of your dedication that you have put into these past couple of years. Whether striving for academic success, reaching for state-level competitions, earning well-deserved awards, or achieving personal milestones. This year has presented unique challenges for many of us, including me. Whether it be an injury that hindered your senior season, the disappointment of not making that desired role or team, not reaching those long-term goals you have created for yourself, or whatever else you may have had to face this year. Instead of focusing on those difficulties, I encourage you to seek the positive lessons you have learned and allow them to shape your perspective. As Romans 8:28 says, we know that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. Today, I congratulate all of you for reaching this significant milestone. From up here looking into the crowd, I see many successful people. I see students who will become engineers, nurses, doctors, entrepreneurs, teachers, and leaders in every corner of the world. The future is so full of breathtaking possibilities and opportunities. I encourage all of you to take those opportunities, no matter how challenging they may seem to achieve. Don't allow anyone to diminish your dreams for the future or stand in your way. I have great faith that the class of 2025 will succeed in everything they do. Thank you to all the teachers, mentors, parents, and friends. Thank you, teachers, for your behalf in us, for your belief in us, and the sacrifices you have made to help us along our journey. Thank you to the parents whose whole lives are dedicated to raising and caring for us. And thank you for your boundless love, support, and dedication to our growth and well-being. And lastly, thank you to the friends who have been by our side all these years. Thank you for the laughter and encouragement we have shared to make the past few years a little less stressful and a little brighter. There may be many challenges as we continue on our journey, but that doesn't mean we can't continue to this next chapter with kindness, compassion, and bravery. This isn't just the end, but a powerful new beginning. Congratulations to the class of 2025. I hope that all of you will continue to make a positive difference around you as you embark on the many adventures ahead of you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Good evening. My name is Stephanie Novak, and I am one of your co-presidents of Student Council. I want to start by saying thank you for allowing me to have this opportunity to speak here tonight. I would also like to thank Tim Beck and the Wadsworth United Methodist Church for organizing this event and welcoming the class of 2025 along with their families to celebrate this revered moment. During my time here at Wadsworth High School, one thing that I have seen resonate in the halls is leadership. When I say this, I do not only consider the people with fancy titles, executive roles, or captain of sports. I am talking about the entirety of the class of 2025. While I encourage those who have worked to be in these roles of authority to take pride in their accomplishments, I also want to recognize the leaders who may go unseen. Growing up together, I've learned quickly that we are a generation filled with leaders. Here at WHS, there are many different types of leaders. I've seen my classmates show leadership in their sports by supporting their teammates and encouraging their team to keep their heads held high after a tough loss. I've seen my classmates help direct the band and choir to ensure the musical arts at WHS stay alive. My classmates have shown leadership in expressing themselves in art, writing, speech, and theatrical performances. But most importantly, I've seen my classmates be leaders even when no one is watching and when they might not be recognized for being a leader. Whether it is by helping a friend study for a class they could use some extra help in, or even just talking with a classmate who could use some cheering up when they're having a hard day, my classmates have gone above and beyond during their time at WHS to be the leaders of our school and to the younger classes. Because of this, it is essential to remember that leadership is not defined by how much you accomplish in your life, but by the kind of person you are. So, as our time together comes to an end, I wish to leave you with the advice to be a leader. Be the leader who helps everyone, no matter what they are going through. Be the leader that people look up to. I know that in this wild world, it can be scary to be a leader. You never know what to expect or what may change in a day. However, that does not mean you should ever stop fighting for what you believe in and leading those amongst you. As we all go our separate ways, perhaps to college, a trade, the workforce, the military, or even just taking some time off school, continue your leadership. I know this next chapter in our lives can be nerve-wracking, and it might be uncomfortable to step out of our comfort zones, but it is an important life skill to remember our call to leadership. Whether one of you here goes on to be the president or simply helps lead in church, it is important to remember that all of you here are leaders in your own way. When we are all 50, looking back on our time in high school, I would like my classmates to look back and think that I represented a leader, just like I believe that everyone sitting here tonight has a leader inside of them. Thank you. At this time, the WH Choir will be singing How Do We Say Goodbye, directed by Aaron Casey. Thank you, Ms. Heyer and the senior ensemble for performing our special music, Ultimatum. Tonight, I have the honor of introducing the speaker for this ceremony, my mother, Dr. Natalie Sidorenko. Dr. Sidorenko is a lifelong resident of Wadsworth and a Wadsworth High School alum. She holds a PhD from Purdue University in Communication and Rhetoric and taught in higher education for nearly 3 decades. Currently, Natalie is a yoga and meditation instructor, a Reiki master, and a certified celebrant, providing her wellness services to individuals, private groups, athletic teams, and organizations. Her greatest joys are her family, friends, music, and animals. She is married to Zig Novak from her graduating class of 1990 and is a proud mother of my sister Sophia and me.
Got to put the uncool glasses on. Okay, here we go. Good evening, students of the Wadsworth High School graduating class of 2025, and to your parents, guests, teachers, administrators, and all of you present with here tonight and online. It is my humble honor to speak again on this sacred evening, as I did for my eldest daughter's baccalaureate in 2022. We have gathered here to applaud you, to celebrate you, and to bestow blessings upon you ahead of next Sunday's graduation ceremony. Since many of you know me, and you know I strive to be a hip older person, probably much to Stephanie's chagrin, I thought, what a better way to begin this baccalaureate speech than by checking out ChatGPT, since I hear it's all the rage these days. Despite the former college professor and me cringing to do that, I decided to give it a go. Here are the 5 top themes that, according to AI, are meaningful, age-appropriate, and inspiring for a high school baccalaureate ceremony. Number 1, rooted and rising, honoring where students come from while preparing them to grow and thrive in new environments. Okay, good start, ChatGPT. Number 2, let your light shine, encouraging students to embrace their unique values and gifts. Not too shabby. Sounds like something I'll probably say later in this speech. Number 3, a journey of purpose, emphasizing life's journey not just as achievement, but as meaningful exploration and service. Yes, this is the ticket. Maybe AI does know a thing or two. And finally, faith in the future, centering on hope, trust, and courage for what lies ahead, and gratitude and growth, being thankful for the past and open to transformation in your future. Okay, AI, it seems like you generated a solid list of advice and well wishes for the future for these students. But wait, who is the you behind the AI? And who is the who that programmed this AI? Look, I'm not here to tell you to reject technology. When used carefully and responsibly, it can be a critical tool in advancing our quality of life on Earth. What I am here to tell you is that life is so much more than that. I'm here to implore you to lean into your ebullient spirit and truly live this human experience, one that is rare and fleeting and remarkable. As humans, we socially construct reality through language, and our words make manifest the world in which we live. And as symbol-using animals, we can use our advanced consciousness to help and heal the world rather than hoping technologies will step in and fix the things that are broken in our humanity. Machines, computers, no matter how advanced, cannot engage in rhetoric, in meaningful relational exchange, because they lack the consciousness of consciousness that you all have. It's up to us to be the change that we wish to see. Despite arguments that computers may one day become sentient, they can never be the sentient beings that we are, made of flesh and bone and blood. They aren't living creatures whose triumphs are met with praise and adulation. They can't know all-consuming love nor bottomless grief and despair. They can't hug a crying child nor hold the hand of a dying loved one. They can't dance with reckless abandon under the moonlight of a star-filled sky in the wonder of God's vast universe. 20th century rhetorician Kenneth Burke once said, "For machines are non-biological artifacts, wholly lacking in the rudimentary point of view intrinsic to pleasure and pain, thus marked by a total absence of moodiness, that is, sans the slightest impulse to lyricism, and above all, not able to laugh, even if you equipped them with a laughter button." And so tonight, here are some things from a much older person who isn't a computer that I ask you to consider as you prepare to graduate. The first one is actually part of the last one from the AI, and that is to have immense gratitude for your life. Every win, every challenge, heartbreak, loss, and moment of it. Your being here at all is nothing short of a miracle. It's natural to think that love is the highest frequency we can experience, when it's actually gratitude. Gratitude raises our personal vibration faster than any other feeling or emotion. When we are grateful for the things we have, we automatically attract more of that same frequency to us. Thus, our life grows in richness. The energy of gratitude is the energy of power, purpose, and possibility. Be grateful for these last 4 years of high school and all they have taught you, for your teachers, coaches, family, friends, and experiences. Be grateful for this present moment and then all the future moments to come. 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18 asks us to rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances. As part of that gratitude and thanks, be grateful for who you are, and without apology or a need to contort yourself into what you think society demands from you or expects you to be. Isaiah 30:21 says, "Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice saying, 'This is the way. Walk in it.'" Trust your intuition, your third eye chakra, that swirling energy right here, that's the seat of your inner wisdom. Listen to it, to the voice of the divine within. Each of you has so much to celebrate about your personal identity. Mythologist Joseph Campbell believed that the privilege of a lifetime is being who you are. So go be that, and do it authentically. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away, said Pablo Picasso. You all have incredible gifts, and if you embrace your authenticity with confidence and integrity, the world will certainly benefit from those gifts. Speaking of gifts, I request a small moment of personal privilege to recognize my daughter, Stephanie, for breaking an 18-year-old school record in pole vault. I'm so proud of her hard work, commitment, dedication, and leadership in her academics and extracurricular activities. In fact, I'm proud of her peers, all of you, for your magnificence as young persons in an uncertain and challenging world. I was blown away this year by the caliber of talent, accomplishment, and creativity in this class of 2025. The plays, musical performances, outstanding athletic teams and individual athletes, the artists, the peer mentors and young leaders, the higher than existed when I went to Wadsworth High School grade point averages. Whew, you're amazing. It was pure delight to behold. Legally Blonde, the musical, was one of the best performances I have ever seen. All of the solos and the choir concerts, including the duet that Steph got to do with her dad. Leading the football team in yoga sessions to prepare for the playoffs was unforgettable. Such strong and respectful young men. Hearing about the accomplishments, volunteerism, and leadership of this class at multiple scholarship nights gave me incredible excitement, not only for your future, but for my own and for all of us in this room. You're intelligent, inventive, forging your own paths, and navigating uncharted territory. This is the integrity I'm talking about. Being curious, authentic, and honest, with unabashed zeal in all that you are and all that you do, without succumbing to external forces saying you can't, or abandoning your values in the face of scrutiny or judgment. You do all of this because you are a human animal with a mind, a body, and a spirit. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate technology for how it helps me focus, calm, and learn all at once. When my airplane anxiety spikes, I put in my AirPods and listen to my favorite downloaded tunes on Spotify. I can delete extra photos and curate albums to share when my phone is charging hundreds of feet in the air. Technology provides us so many things to make life easier and convenient. AI will grow and technology will change, and maybe we'll even make it to Mars. There are more permanent things while you're here on Earth, though. Your integrity, your values, your stick-to-itiveness. Don't compromise them. Guard your heart and care for others. Like true friends and family, in the end, it's those values and relationships that will make your life most meaningful. Don't waste your time with people or spend your time in places that don't value you or know your worth. People will ignore you or ghost you or leave you, most often without reason, and because of something going on with them, nothing to do with you. But it will hurt. Feel it, and then let it go. Don't waste time chasing or resenting. Life's far too short. Heed the words of Maya Angelou and know that nothing can dim the light that shines from within. Don't you dare allow anyone to dim that brilliant light. Your work may not be valued in your job or in your community, yet you can know your worth because your worth has nothing to do with your productivity or how anyone else treats you. AI cannot measure your worth, nor can a salary, a position, or a test score. Your worth lies within. Focus there. Your focus determines your reality, said Jedi Qui-Gon Jinn to Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 1. Unfortunately, Anakin became Darth Vader because he focused on what he feared, on what he didn't want, rather than what he wanted. Focus on what you want instead of what you don't, and watch your manifestations multiply exponentially. And don't forget to focus on things that are free, too. Libraries, sunlight, laughter, concerts in the park, art museums, immersing yourself in nature, drinking fresh water, moving your body, and breathing deeply. Remember over and again that it is a privilege to grow old. In our personal lives and in this community, we know many loved ones who have left us too soon. Please don't wish your time away. And don't look in the mirror and hate how you change over the years. Embrace it, love it. Be proud of your experience and the miracles of your body, how it moves through the world and gets unique markings, like the rings of a tree or the white scruff of a beloved older pet. AI-generated images aren't real, and quite frankly, they're boring and monotonous. Don't try to fit an unrealistic mold. Be boldly you. Actor Robin Williams once remarked, "You're only given one little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it." Use AI for brainstorming, but not for authentic narrative, not for relational life, and never to replace your own beautiful existence and your presence in this world. Use your own voice. We need to hear it. We don't need the echo chamber. Post unfiltered pictures so all of us can feel free to post our own real selves too. Forge meaningful connections with others in your work and as part of living in this magnificent world. Experience living nature. Literally, go touch grass. Hug a tree. Get out there and hike. Swim in creeks and oceans and lakes. Remember that you are nature too. Read a physical book and savor the smell, the turning of pages, the underlining of passages that speak to your soul. Write with your hands, not just type. Make art. Sing and dance every day. Run on the beach as the sun crests over the horizon, casting its orange glow on a new day. Bear witness to both the suffering and the joy in the world without numbing yourself or turning away from it. As Romans 12:2 admonishes us, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your own mind. Renew your mind over and again and feel your life fully. Finally, seek out your higher power no matter what that looks like for you, no matter what you name it. God, the divine, the universe, benevolence, love, science, or nature. Seek it out so that you know you are part of something grand and miraculous, that you are part of this ineffable whole of life, part of the living world. Choose love at every turn and remember how deeply loved you are by everyone in this room and beyond. When in doubt, lean into forgiveness, compassion, empathy, and joy in all circumstances. You don't need to put shackles on yourself or others because life is hard enough. The Dalai Lama taught that love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. My humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together. Archbishop Desmond Tutu's words there, we know he's correct. So don't lose sight of this. In your pursuit of greatness, remember that we're all in this together, inextricably tied to one another. Don't give up in this taxing world. And each time you fall, and fall you will, get up again. You matter, you are needed. Take care of your health now. Physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. No matter what it takes, prioritize your self-care so that you can show up each day as your best self for the highest good of all. And on the days that you can't show up as your best self, just rest. Rest is a non-negotiable. It need not be earned. Hold on to your uniqueness. The meme that floats around the internet that I love is no one is you, and that is your superpower. You can choose fresh at any moment, on each new morning, year after year, changing yourself as many times as necessary to get to where you want to be. You decide how your life will unfold, how you will respond to the things that you can't control, because I promise you, as we age, we learn that we have control of very, very little. Each one of you have vast capacities to use your heart, your intelligence, your energy, and even technology to equalize and humanize our world rather than divide and mechanize it. Use the leadership that Stephanie spoke about to do just that. Believe in you. We all do. So please believe in yourselves. I want to share the following quote, one that I cannot verify is not AI, nor can I verify is from the author Vex King, of whom it's been attributed, And it might well just be a collection of excellent advice compiled together by a savvy social media influencer, but nonetheless, it's out there in the zeitgeist, and it sums up the content and meaning of this address. You are not a machine. You are a soul who needs music, connection, sunsets, laughter, and small pockets of joy. Life is not meant to be a constant cycle of stress and survival. Pause. Look up. Let the sunset remind you that you are here to live, not just to hustle. Life is not a to-do list. It's a gift. Walk slower, hug longer, laugh louder, love deeper. We have been conditioned to believe that constant productivity equals worth. But humans were not designed for endless output. We need moments of wonder, connection, and rest, not as rewards for hard work, but as essential ingredients for a meaningful life. In closing, I'd like to leave you with a loving kindness meditation in the spirit of the Buddhist master, Thich Nhat Hanh. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you know peace, and most of all, may you feel love. All is well. May we be everything we are meant to be. We may all be blessed, and may we all be wild and free. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go out and find your new adventures with love, curiosity, and passion. Namaste. Blessed be. Amen. And may the force be with you always. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sidorenko, for sharing that inspiring message. I now invite all the senior class of 2025 to take part in the flower dedication ceremony. These flowers symbolize our respect, appreciation, and love for the people who have taught us patiently and influenced us in a positive manner. Fellow classmates, you will be dismissed row by row, starting at the front, to obtain 3 carnations to give to those special people who have encouraged you through your high school career and led you to this momentous occasion. If additional carnations are still available, you can give away an extra one once every senior has been given a chance. Please return to your seat when you have finished. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Tim, the Director of Student Ministries at Wadsworth United Methodist Church, and before the benediction, I just want to thank you all for being here tonight. I want to thank some of the members of the church that worked behind the scenes to help coordinate this. Thank you to the administration for allowing us to facilitate this voluntary event. For many of the parents in the room, I know for some of you this maybe is your first kid that's about to graduate. For others, maybe it's the last. Either way, there's a lot of emotion that comes into play with things like baccalaureate and as we lead into graduation. And for the students, I just would invite all of us, to embrace these moments and to slow down. Because for you students, this is one of many last things that you'll be experiencing here at Wadsworth High School. And over the years, I hope that you've had some very memorable moments that you've experienced together. And if you think about it, it's not really that unique to graduate from high school. Of course, every high school across the state will be experiencing the same thing you will be experiencing in a few days. But I hope that as you leave this high school, you'll be able to reflect kindly upon the moments that you experienced because you experienced it together. And as you get older and as you think about everything that happened here at Wadsworth High School, you will hold close to your heart the connection that each of you have to one another, and that you will know that you wouldn't have been able to make it through without each other. And so may you embrace the strength and the courage and the power to keep on keeping on, and may you also embrace those simple moments to slow down and to be still and to know that you are forever a Wadsworth Grizzly. So may God be with you in all you do and experience in the coming weeks and months, and the best of luck to your future. Let's give a round of applause for the class of 2025. Thank you also to Abigail and to Steph and to Dr. Sidorenko for leading us this evening. You're dismissed. Thank you.